What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Another episode. Look at me go. Episodes. Good times. A little bit of progress. I did some mining, stuff like that. Just some important things that really needed to get done, like mining. It's very important. Um, I did start cooking up some stone down here. Let's go quickly check on that. We are going to carry through or carry on with our forestry stuff. You know, I've kind of realized that forestry's just outdated, I think is the best way to say it. Its power generation is not where it should be for even its own mod. I'm not even talking about other mods, stuff like that. Just its own mod. So, you know, it's just one of those little details, but, well, we'll see. Maybe there'll be some improvements to some forestry in some next releases. I did make, for those of you that are curious, I did make an apiary. It is currently out there without anything in it. So, let's do up a Meadows Princess. I think, don't I need a drone for this? I might need a drone. I haven't really gone and gotten bees. I just went over to the village today and picked up a few things. Anyways, let's carry on with what we were doing. So I've been doing pretty good with the biomass stuff. Biomass is pretty easy. It seems like I can make more of it than I'm producing, and I've got that piped in automatically. It is 50 RF per tick when it generates, so it's not too bad. We could just go with like a mass biomass setup, which wouldn't be too bad, all things considered. We could also go with a peat setup, which could be kind of cool. I haven't done a peat setup in a long time. A very, very long time. But either way, we're going to make ourselves a farm, in case you couldn't tell by all of this stuff that was already up. So we're going to make ourselves a farm. And for us to do this, we need to get... I was short on tin. That's what I was doing. I need some tin to be crushed up. I keep forgetting to put it in there. But yeah, we need to basically make all these farm blocks, right? And we need 36 of them, is kind of what I've calculated out. So we need some stone bricks. Pretty straightforward. We need the tin electron tubes. Nothing too revolutionary here so far. A little copper heavy, though. Ooh, very copper heavy, right? Like, each one of those requires 2, I think. Yeah, 2 copper. That's expensive. That is expensive. We need some more copper. Luckily, I did go and mine some more copper as well. I'm going to run this one down to our industrial section, so we'll run both at the same time and capitalize on having 2 different systems to like grind up stuff and kind of sort of make things work. A little bit of a headache, but it is what it is. We don't have the perfect setup right now. And because I'm kind of feeling forestry, you know, we might not have that perfect setup for some time, right? So forestry is definitely probably not the one to start with. Industrial craft or extra utilities too, we probably should invest more time into. But for myself right now, I'm very happy just kind of exploring the forestry line of things. Now, I don't have my automation set up here either, so I'll just do this manually before I have to go sleep. Again, I don't want mobs to come. A really efficient source, though, of fruit juice is all those berry bushes that you see around. 5 berries. 5 berries is all it takes. And it gives you a bucket of fruit juice. So 5 of these biomes of plenty berries, and you're good to go. In the squeezer, that gives you a bucket of fruit juice. So pretty darn efficient overall setup for all of that. So pretty good. Obviously, I don't have the power on right now, though. So that's a different scenario altogether. So I did make myself a soldering iron as well so that we can get the soldering stuff going. We have our copper. Oh, the planks. The planks. Let's do up the planks quickly. I don't know if I'll have enough here, but Let's see. Not quite. Not quite enough. We'll have to get a few more planks. Let's go see if our block cutting machine has any prepared. And you know what? I'm going to bring some more wood down. I think our first farm is going to be a wood farm. And I think it's probably the most efficient setup, right? Is to kind of get a mob farm. That'll give us apples. It'll give us oak. And it'll give us saplings, right? So all of those things can be used in conjunction with one another to get lots of different items, right? So with that, oh man, look at that. Almost fully topped out. Love it. My nutrition is on point. I have a yellow heart. Yellow heart. Hype. But yeah, so the main thing that I'm kind of thinking is we'll do a tree farm. That'll get us a steady supply of saplings for our fermenter to get us more biomass. It'll also give us wood, so we could supplement with something with wood. I don't know what, but we can use wood no matter what, right? We can store it. And then apples we can use in the squeezer here with berries to get fruit juice. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Seems like a good idea for a first farm. The other one that we could look at doing is the peat farm and look at powering that way. But peat doesn't really give us anything else. It's literally just peat. Peat itself, I kind of explored it. I'm like, can we do anything with this stuff? No. No, you can't. I mean, you can increase its burn time to 4,200 with some other items, with ash and stuff like that. Like, you can burn it just like coal, but that's about it. So it's just kind of a better source of coal. So it's not really on the forefront right now, but being a better source of coal isn't all that bad. I like coal. Coal as a source would be pretty nice. And if we could use that in some other scenarios, it might be worthwhile, right? So as you can see, I think extra utilities too is probably the way to go. IC2 is a little slow. It's a little slow, right? But we are tapped out on power, which is good. And it's really loud. It's really quite loud. This just in. Very, very loud. All right. That should give us enough anyways for that. Got to wait for the copper. I do have a little bit down here as well. I might steal it, but I'll kind of leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Yeah, so as we wait for the copper and we get that going, we also need to get ourselves some tin gears for the gearbox. So let's head on up to our smeltery and get that done. So the tin gears, we're going to need 3 of them, and then I think the hatch or the valve, I can't remember which one, also requires gears. So that's 2 more. And the valve, let's take a look at that, requires another one. So that is 24 tin total to be smelted up. So let's get that smelted and going here. And we'll throw that tin back away. And let's get this set up. Alright, so just pouring out the last gear here. Did a little jump skip. Jump a skip. I know, right? Crazy. Anyways, let's carry on. I do need a little bit more wood, I remembered, because we need to make a hatch as well. A.k.a. a trap door. I'm kind of wondering if I can put these in the extra utilities furnace to kind of just power through it a little quicker. On this, I think it's compatible. Yeah, it is. And that'll go way faster. Mind you, we are getting a little bit low on the power generation over here, aren't we? Our culinary generator with my chili is running out of juice. Starting to run out of juice. Honestly, culinary generators, it's doing some work. It's doing some good work. I'm going to let it run out. And then we do have the 100K backlog here in the heated that we did last time. So we're just going to tap into that for now. And just use up every last little bit of power that we can for what we need. Alright? Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. I highly doubt that we'll ever have enough biomass to really run more than just our forestry stuff anyways. So let's at least start building up these farms and getting all this stuff good to go. So that's 28. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're going to just throw those in there like that. And now we are 8:16 short, right? I think that's it. So that's not too bad. We have the farm blocks, so we can start making our other items while we wait for more copper to finish up down in our industrial craft area. It just goes to show you the industrial craft stuff really does need upgrades for us to take full advantage of it. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves the gearbox. We're going to need the hatch, which is a trapdoor, like so, with the farm block and 2 of those. Good. And then the last one is the valve, and the valve is that with the farm block and 2 pieces of glass. Again, pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there. We also need to get ourselves a farm control. This guy here, which is a golden electron tube and 2 redstone. So let's grab our redstone. I already prepped the golden electron tubes. Very nice. I don't know what these actually... Managed Arboretum. Decreases power use by 10% when put in machines. Huh. Well, there you go. And that, and there we go. Farm control. Very good. All right. Oh, what? There was a quest for this? There was a quest for this. Look at that. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do any quests today. A hollow projector. Shift right click opens machine selection interface. Moves cross section. I have no clue what that does. Never explored that before. So, yeah. We'll just file that away for a little bit later. Oh, yeah, the copper. We need the copper. Let's go get some more. Let's go get some more copper. I probably should have just cut and waited for copper in general, but that's okay. I think what I am going to do, though, is we're going to let this tick over, like so, and we're going to take this over to our extra utility stuff. The IC2 stuff's just too slow. It's just a little bit too slow when your general crushing speed over here is that much greater, especially your furnace speed. Now, I mean, we are burning through the power, probably more so. I will say IC2 is probably more efficient with its power. I'm mostly running on a piece of coal and 1 solar panel over there to handle a lot of my needs. Whereas over here, we've used, I think it was 10 chili in there. No, extreme chili, like the hot stuff. And also some of that heated redstone situation. So a decent amount of power is chugging through there to get this thing done. But it is also faster, so I'm kind of torn. Kind of sort of torn on which one's the best way to go. Extra utilities too. Always faster. Always go faster. Yeah. Ain't got no time to wait around. Anyways, I do have the soldering iron. We do have the basic circuit board. We'll use that for something else down the road. And we'll keep those guys as well. We have a whole bunch of apatite, which is good. We're going to need that for our farm here. And let's start setting up the farm. We're going to move a couple of things out of the way here and just prepare the area. So what I think we're going to do, so it's basically a 3x3. Nothing too crazy. Nothing to write the world about. And then I think it's 4 out. So it's right there. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be great, actually. So what we'll do is we'll dig that out. It's 4 high. So that's why it's 36 total. So let's just dig a little way down, just so that we have a little access room underneath the farm, right? I think that this makes perfect sense to most people anyways. And we're going to run this way towards our forestry setup, right? Because if we have to tap into that biomass, right, which is somewhere right over there, for example, we need to go to, what are we at? 245? Negative 245, and then, no, actually, negative 246 is what we need to go to. So let's head on over to that. 244, 46. Okay. Now, obviously, we got to keep this place lit up. We don't want to run into any problems. But we'll head on over then. We'll just kind of go over a little bit. I think we should mostly be... Yeah, it's like right there. There it is right there. Good. So we'll close that back up. And we can tie into the power from here, right? We might need to reconfigure our power junction setup a little bit, but we can handle that as well. So that'll be our power situation, and as well as things like, you know, the water setup and stuff like that, right? We need a lot of that stuff to kind of come through as well. So we'll have to work on all of that. In the meantime, though, let's go get our copper and try to finish up these farms, right? We are out of power. We are plumb out of power down here. All right. We're out of the juice, man. We're out of the juice. Okay. Let's feed it beef Wellingtons. That should give us a decent amount of power, right? I mean, it's a pretty good food source, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. Should be okay. Yeah, that's pretty good power. I'll take it. I'll take it all day, every day. All right. We'll tie back into the culinary here, and that should at least get us back cooking, which is excellent. Look at that little surge of power that we got there. Very nice. Okay. So we should have enough copper now. We'll let that just keep rolling, but I think this is enough. Yes, it is. All right. Good stuff. All right. A little bit of leftover copper. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sure we'll utilize it. So let's build our farm. Okay. So one of the things that we're going to need is we're going to need the farm hatch. We're going to need the farm gearbox. These are two items that we're definitely going to be looking to use right away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 is one above. Is that right? No, 2 above. Yeah, so gearbox and hatch and valve. We're going to do all that in one row, just like that. And what that'll be, power, output, input, right? So if we're thinking of this from Xnet, boom, 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 right? There's our Xnet setup for this farm. Pretty straightforward, I hope. Okay, good. And we'll just jump out of there. Excellent. All right. And let's build the rest of the farm. Now, this is going to go 2 blocks higher than our setup. And our farm control in the middle. Now, this should take a sec, but you get that band around the side. That's how you know that it's done. And you can also click on it. Couple of quick ways of understanding when your farm is done. Now, from here, we need to go out 4 blocks on each. I should probably confirm this. Let me just confirm 1 sec here. Yeah, it's 3 blocks. 3 blocks out. See? That's why I needed to confirm. And then it should just be this. And then 3. And then this, right? I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I remember when these all used to be like custom sizes and stuff like that, and you could do like squares and pyramids and all this funky stuff. But this is basically your farm nowadays. Nothing too crazy there. It's pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to fill this in a little bit just to kind of make it look like we built it right into this space. So we're basically moving the mountain, if that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. And then it looks like we kind of carved it out too. We'll close that up as well. All right, so this guy is pretty much done. Now, one of the things we'll need is dirt, right? We'll definitely need dirt. We're going to need power. So that's one of the next things to kind of figure out. And power, I haven't really figured out. We need to figure out Xnet, which means we need to figure out a lot of different things, right? And I might even need more of these connectors. Yeah. I pretty much will. So, I should probably get those started with IC2. IC2 is slow, right? So, let's get our connectors. So we need lapis lazuli plates and then a dense plate of any type. Tin, lead, steel, tin, iron, copper. Probably going to go with iron for now. And the lapis lazuli is pretty easy. Okay. I'm actually thinking that the lapis lazuli we should almost make a little bit of, but we'll explore that after we get this initial 4 done. That was done, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's good. And then we're going to need... It's 9, I think. I think it's 9 for the dense iron plate. Yeah. So 9 plates in our metal former. Get that guy going. And this goes in the compressor, I believe. All right. So we'll let that kind of roll a little bit, and we'll head back over. I want to look at setting up our Xnet system. And I'd like to set it up for power as well. I would like to. Last time I did that, though, it didn't work very well, did it? So we'll see how it works this time. I'm hoping that with Xnet, we can kind of expand on the whole potential of just getting things done properly, if that makes sense. So let's just see. Oh, no. Not there. Up 1. I kind of want this to be facing the right way. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So what we need to do is we need to create an energy channel. Enable processing on this channel. Xnet energy. Mechanism. I'm pretty sure energy is what we need. Yeah. We're enabling process. This is going to be a create. This is an export or extract energy. Right? Limited. Disable extraction if it's too low. And then this should be an insert. Right? So basically, enable on color. Okay, how do I set the color then with Xnet? I might need to figure that out. Connector. Controller. It also needs power. 8 different channels with a given type. Then for each connected block on that channel, you can create a connection. It's becoming nighttime. I need to get out of here. It's bad. We do not want to be out at night. These mechanism mobs are bad news. We don't want to deal with them. So we're gonna run away. We're gonna run away like chickens. Simple as that. Okay? I don't want to deal with it. There we go. Now no mobs. So I might have to figure this out a little bit more, but basically what I want to have happen is I want this to get a redstone signal, to power it up, to send power to our controller here whenever we need it. Okay? So that should disable the power. Good. So we're no longer draining power. That's good. But we're also not inputting power, are we? There's a stored amount, all that type of stuff, but without actually getting this a redstone signal, it's not going to generate power. I guess that's fine. I don't know. We'll figure this out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set our controller right next to it like that. So the other thing we can do is we could tie it in otherwise, okay? So we're going to create an insert on that, and I'll figure out the color thing. On to activate, on color. Yeah, I don't know how to send color, though. You know what I mean? Insert, enable on color. On to activate. Yeah, I don't even know if that works. But anyway, so let's run our Xnet network cable now to the rest of the setup here. So this is going to come down like so, and we're going to cruise on over to our Xnet setup. Just like that. So now we should be connected fully to the system. Now, to get out of here, I locked myself in. It's fine. Okay. We'll just do this. Do that. We'll do that. Do that. We'll just do this. Okay? For now. There we go. And we're out. Yay, we're free. Okay, back to the controller. So now we have all of the different things. Now there's 3 different farm block positions on here. Oh, it's all connected to the one. Oh, I might not need more connectors then. I wonder... So it's recognizing this entire multi-block structure as a single item. Interesting. Okay. So, what does that tell me? I've never used Xnet with forestry, so that's one of those things. So, that tells me that if we need power, it should work, right? And then, equally, we need to get ourselves a logic, which is, say, an item distribution, right? So, this is going to be an export of stacks, right? And it's got to go to a chest somewhere. Or it's got to go to some sort of storage. Now, our storage is all the way back over there. We could definitely run Xnet that entire way. And that might be what we do. That might be the way to go right now. Just set up our Xnet and run it. Bring it all back to the tower so that we're only dealing in one spot. I'm kind of thinking that that's a good way to do this. It's literally glitched out and continually thinking that it's macerating. It's super annoying. Super duper annoying. Oh my god, these machines are ridiculous. Blocks? Ambient environment? Oh, IC2. Oh, yes. I didn't even see that before. Oh, that's so much better. I apologize to you all. This is... It's like heaven to my eardrums. Oh my goodness. This is great. This is Fantastic. I've never heard such quiet. All right, so we're gonna make some Xnet cables here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna run these all the way back to our drawer controller. I know it's pretty crazy, right? We're talking a pretty decent distance back to our setup there, so we got a long ways to go, to say the least. I don't think I need any more of these connectors for right now, so we can just kind of hold on to that dense iron plate for now. But I do need more lapis to be compressed. Now, I do have these. I wonder, you know, like on the metal former here, I'd like it to go faster. On this compressor, I would also like it to go faster. I know our power consumption is going to just go through the roof here, but yeah. Any little bit is just going to help so much. Power consumption up to 256%. Decrease process time by 50%. Why do I feel like it's barely made a difference? All right, so let's make some more Xnet cables. Get this thing going. What do I need? Just dairy and protein? I'm not going to waste my entire delighted meal when I just need like a couple of things. So we'll just have a scallion baked potato. And you know what? Let's eat 2 of them. Why not? They're pretty easy to make. Okay, there we go. Perfectly fine. Okay, so we need to run Xnet all the way over to here. So that is a sizable distance. But the cool thing about this is if we do it right the first time, technically we can patch into almost every other network system and patch into our drawer controller from there. So I'm going to work, I'll do it off camera. So minus 228, 460. Minus 228 and 460. I'm going to work off camera here to dig myself a tunnel completely underneath and over to my drawer controller. All right, so I will be back with you all shortly. There we go. We'll go with this. All right, so I figured out the power situation over there, and we'll review that right away. But we also need water, right? And what a better way than the sink. The sink is such a useful block that we can pretty much utilize as much as possible. And hopefully this same setup, so I'm going to place our sink down right here. And the reason I'm doing this is because now we can connect it to the system, just like we've connected up the fermenter here, which has no power, as you can see. Now, if I enable that power, it's going to have power again, and it's going to start to ferment and give us more biomass. So I had to use a power cell to get this done, right? So that's one of the things. And as you can see, our power cell's draining pretty darn quick off that little old speedy fermenter. But we need to supply water to the fermenter here until we get our fruit juice up and running, as well as some other things. So we're going to set up another one here, and this is going to be for fluid, okay? And we're going to distribute fluid. So we're going to export at a rate of as fast as possible, basically, and at 1,000. Yeah, that's perfect. And we're going to insert that there, and we're also going to insert it for our farm. So what this should do, as you can see, water is filling up our fermenter. Very good. As well as water should be filling up our farm. Maybe not. This is where it's getting a little questionable. Okay. Maybe we do need all those connectors. Question mark. But yeah, as you can see, we are starting to go back up again on this. And we've connected our system all the way over to our storage drawers as well. So we have our drawer controller in there. Now, interestingly enough, so this one is... let me see about this, right? We need to figure this out. So for right now, I'm going to disable all of these just so that we're not draining power out of our system if we don't have to. This guy will keep on trucking. I should get it some more lava just to keep it up to snuff. But let's jump on over here and let's get ourselves the lava. Let's get ourselves a chest to make some more connectors. And let's also see what all we need for this to kind of finalize and work out. So I'm kind of lacking in connectors. Okay, good. I do have a chest. That's nice. I don't have to make more of them. They're kind of annoying to make. And I don't have a ton of treated wood at the moment, so we'll leave it at that. But if this is the case, I did make some more lapis, which is good. So we can go like this. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3, 3, 3. We have the dense iron plate. We have that. And let's just go back to our Xnet. What does it take? Redstone. Okay, easy enough. All right, good. That only gets us the one connector, though, which is kind of terrible. Kind of sort of terrible, not going to lie. All this is good. All this is good. Okay, good. Good stuff. All right. So we definitely need to put at least a connector down on the valve. I'm not sure how the hatch works, and we'll see if we need another one here or not. I'm guessing we will. I'm guessing that we will. But now we have a different one with the same position. So what I'm thinking is we need to create an insert here and cancel that one there. So now once we enable this channel, yeah, we're getting water and we're planting. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay, very nice, very nice. Let's enable our power as well, just because we're going to get into a situation there. And there we go. Our farm is basically fully powered up. That is really, really nice. All right. So now we need to get back there. I'm assuming that we're going to need another connector. Just a thought process, but I think that's going to be something that we're going to need because of just the general idea that, well, we've maxed that out type scenario. So we'll throw in the sapling and the apple. This should cover our drops from the farm, which is good. I forgot to put in these buckets of lava. We'll do that right away here. The trap doors, though, those can go just in there for now. We have a bit more copper that can be put away. We can kind of put away a few things, kind of clean up the old inventory a little bit here. But I am going to need another connector, which means I'm going to need another chest. And we're also going to need another treated wood, good, and regular wood. They're kind of sort of expensive. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't cheap. And I do it backwards almost every single time. All right. I mean, at least you do get 2, right? So I can think of worse things. They could have given us 1, for example. But they do at least give us 2 for that item. So we're good to go there. Let's get down here, and we're going to fire up this guy. We're going to need iron plates to be metal formed up. I wonder if this just... what is that going to do to our old power situation? Oh, boy. Yeah, down she goes. Down she goes very quick. But this... still going down. Still going down. All right, anyways. Metal former takes quite a bit of power. Let's see now. Now we're pretty much stable. Means our generator and our solar panel are pretty much, like, we're losing like 1 every couple ticks. So that's not too bad. All right, so that's that. We need the redstone, like so. And yeah, and then just the dense plate in the middle there. and that'll solve that problem. Now, there's no other way to kind of get these, is there? No, so we definitely need to invest in a good way to get this done. Now, the pressurizer might work better from nuclear craft than the compressor, but we'll have to explore that as we go. So we'll get that guy chugged up, chugging along. Let's get our plate, let's get our connector, and let's hook up our hatch, our final piece of the puzzle there. So that's nice. As much as this Xnet stuff is expensive for us right now, I'm not too concerned. I think putting in this investment into the Xnet stuff, running some of our initial cabling into the drawer controller, at least for now, is really just going to help us long term, right? Get some of that automation going. Look at that. We've already grown some trees, and we're already processing some stuff. This is excellent. Look at the wood and the oak saplings. That is great. Great, great news. So, let's connect this guy. Like so. Boom. So that'll be the only connector that's a little bit different. So that one will be the one that has nothing, right? So this logic channel, so as much as that one was good, this one is actually what we're going to extract. And we're going to extract a stack and insert it into that. And we can set up that priority now. So let's go see and make sure that everything is working as intended. I'm going to add in these buckets of lava, make sure our machine here is good to go. And let's get back over here. Yeah, all of our stuff is now cruising its way up there. Excellent. I do want to set up one more logic, and that logic is going to be for us to... I think it keeps... Does it keep saplings? I don't think it does. So what I want to do is we need to do on the same... We'll set up another logic, right? We'll set up another... Not a logic. Sorry. An item. All right? We'll set up another item. And what we're going to do is that same one where we're extracting, we want to create an insert, but we want to have it whitelist, and we want to add saplings, okay? The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to do an insert here of saplings, right? But this one here is going to be our priority of 1. All right, so we want the farm to get saplings before our fermenter. Makes sense, right? And then from the drawer controller, I'm not sure if this actually works or not, but we're going to extract a stack of saplings. Now, does this work? I don't know. I don't know if this works or not, but it looks like we have saplings in here. So I'm going to say it worked. And I'm guessing if I go upstairs, it's going to show that we don't have any saplings. Now, one of the things that we are going to run into is we're still going to be lacking power, at least for now. But we will explore that as we go. We do have a bit of a buffer, but our power situation is draining, I think, faster than it's gaining, right? So that's a whole different ball game. I'm also going to need a lot more connectors if I want to keep it in a line like this, or we might try to just kind of optimize it a little bit different. Like I can slide this squeezer back so that we can use the same connector, right? And then we can still get our fruit juice, just as an example, right? So just some of those things that we can kind of manipulate and do. But yeah, overall, I'm going to say that this system is working pretty darn good. I'm going to say it's pretty darn good. So we have a tree farm. We should be generating a decent amount of wood and resources. As you can see, it's chopping it down, and it's pulling it out just as quick, which is exactly what I want to see. I am going to build myself a quick little lever as well, so that we can turn the farm on and off at our heart's delight. All right? But outside of that, I'd say we are done here. All of our oak saplings are empty. Our apples are basically 5. I think we added 3. So we're getting some apples from it as well, which is great. That's what I wanted. So this will be the start of our first couple farms in this entire setup. So very happy to see this done, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.